Meet POPMART, the brand that went from a small Beijing shop selling knick-knacks to a global phenomenon, with superstars like Jackson Wang creating exclusive figurine lines. But POPMART's story, it isn't just about toys, it's about building an empire that turned collecting into a full-on obsession. Discover how one bold leap from the corporate world turned into a collecting craze fueled by surprise, artistry, and some mind-bending psychology. By the end of this video, you'll see how a single character launched POPMART into superstardom and why these toys are practically impossible to resist. Before the global flagship stores, A-list celebrity collabs, and lines around the block for new releases, there was just Wang Ning and his vision. He didn't start with toys or collectibles. After getting his MBA, he was a corporate strategist helping media companies in China. While he was financially set, Ning wanted more than a 9-to-5 grind. Watching his friends leave their jobs to start creative ventures, he felt the itch to take his own shot. In 2005, Ning opened a small shop in Beijing, selling everything from apparel to home goods. But without a clear vibe, his shop struggled to stand out. Sales flatlined, and Ning faced the brutal realities of entrepreneurship. For months, he threw everything at the wall to see what would stick, trying different products to find his niche. Inventory piled up, revenue barely trickled in, and morale was low. It was starting to look like game over. Then, in 2007, during a trip to Hong Kong, Ning stumbled upon a shop selling Japanese blind box toys. Rows of colorful boxes with sleek anime-style characters lined the shelves. He picked one up, took a look inside, and bam, he found it. Ning cleared his Beijing shop and prepped for a last-chance relaunch. He hit up toy fairs across China, hunting for blind box figures to sell, but the generic designs, they just didn't hit right. So he created something original for the Chinese market. He hired local artists to design unique characters tailored to Chinese tastes, and China's first domestically designed blind box toy series was born. This move became a game changer, marking the pivotal moment in POPMART's origin story. Enter Pucky, the character that changed everything. In 2009, Ning introduced POPMART's first original character, Pucky. This big-headed, rabbit-inspired figure was an instant hit with Chinese collectors. Its unique style and its relatable backstory struck a chord, and sales of the Pucky series went way beyond expectations. But even Ning didn't realize what was about to go down. As Pucky's popularity grew, a surprise secondary market for rare figures emerged. Suddenly, certain Pucky variants, like the elusive Phantom Ghost with a 1 in 100 chance of appearing, were selling for over 10 times their original price. Demand for limited edition Pucky figurines skyrocketed, and collectors swarmed to try their luck at blind boxing, hoping to land a rare find. And get this, in 2019, an ultra-rare ghost blue Pucky sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $13,000. Yeah, you heard that right. The hype was real, and it set China's blind box craze on fire. People lined up outside POPMART stores, scrolling through social media posts to check out others' unboxings. The buzz reached a whole new level as fans shared their pulls, hoping to reveal a rare edition. Pucky Mania became the blueprint for POPMART's explosive growth. Limited batch releases kept collectors on their toes, hunting for the next ultra-rare variant. Collaborations with artists bringing fresh aesthetics that pop on social media, while the emotional backstories of characters turn casual customers into devoted fans. With Pucky, Ning unlocked the psychology of collecting, the secret sauce driving POPMART's unstoppable rise. But what really makes blind box collecting so addictive? Is it just about the toys inside, or is it something more primal at play? Well, blind box collecting, it hooks us on a psychological level. The mystery sparks our curiosity, and when you pick one out, the anticipation kicks in. It's like activating your inner hunter-gatherer mode, choosing that perfect box, and then finally opening it gives you that rush of surprise. Did you know that in 2024, POPMART sold over 200 million blind boxes across 8,000 unique designs? Yeah, that's wild. But it's not just about the figurines, it's about creating the perfect mix of scarcity and hype. Rare figures are hard to get, which only makes collectors more obsessed because who wouldn't want the bragging rights of landing an exclusive figure? New batches drop without warning, sending fans into a FOMO spiral, anxiously grabbing boxes before stocks vanish. Resale prices skyrocket, and collectors watch release dates like hawks, hoping to snag the rare variant everyone is talking about. By tapping into this psychology, POPMART transforms casual buyers into hardcore collectors. The mystery and thrill, it keeps fans coming back, box after box. And that rare figure reveal, it's the ultimate dopamine hit. POPMART builds an empire by making collecting feel less like shopping and more like a full-on adventure. After Pucky lit up the blind box fever across China, POPMART needed to prove it wasn't just a one-hit wonder. Leveraging its successful formula, POPMART expanded its character lineup over the next decade. Enter Molly, a magic-loving girl obsessed with destiny. Then came Labubu, a Nordic mythical monster, along with a dreamer, Dimoo. Each character brought something fresh to the table, giving POPMART's world a multi-dimensional appeal. But could any new character capture the magic of Pucky? POPMART was still leaning heavily on its OG star, that is until 2018 when they dropped Skull Panda, a panda with a skull head and an edgy, rebellious vibe. This wasn't your average cutesy figure. Skull Panda, it spoke to streetwear fans and an older crowd looking for a little more grit. Demand exploded, proving that POPMART wasn't just a one-trick pony. Now, POPMART's character lineup is like a mini-universe with something for everyone. Molly brings cutesy fantasy, Labubu delivers mythology, and Skull Panda channels punk attitude. By diversifying its lineup, POPMART ensures there's a special character for every fan, creating a collectible world that keeps fans hooked and coming back for more. In 2021, POPMART opened its first international flagship store in Tokyo. In 2024, it had over 150 outlets across 4 continents. How did POPMART go global so fast? POPMART meticulously planned its expansion, targeting each region with a different approach. It all started in 2017, when they entered Southeast Asia through Lazada, bringing in blind box vending machines at Singapore malls to let shoppers discover the magic for themselves. However, the real test was the United States, which is the largest toy market in the world. In 2019, POPMART opened its first US flagship store in Times Square, bringing major buzz to the brand. Interestingly, American tastes were different. While Asian fans went crazy for cute characters like Molly, the Western market gravitated towards the edgier vibe of Skull Panda. This mix of local anticipation with POPMART's signature style, it turned out to be a win, propelling their global ascent even faster. In Japan, anime-style characters were a natural fit, while in Europe, collaborations with artists like Romero Britto gave POPMART some luxury street cred. This blend of local flavor and universal appeal, it paid off, with overseas sales skyrocketing over 245% year over year in 2024, making international growth POPMART's fastest expanding segment. For Gen Z and for young millennials, unboxing POPMART blind boxes is just as happy as collecting them. Welcome to the unfiltered world of TikTok toy influencers. Social media, it's transformed POPMART collecting into a massive community experience where fans post their unboxing, share the joy of finding rare figures, and flex their collections. In China alone, blind box opening videos have racked up over 15 billion views on Douyin. POPMART plays into this viral magic with influencer partnerships. Top creators like tfboys show off exclusive figures and rack up millions of views. Fans are all in for watching their faves unbox POPMART toys, hoping for that rare variant reveal that'll have everyone shaken. And here's the kicker. In 2024, POPMART worked with over 800 influencers, generating an estimated $280 million in media value. By setting trends instead of following them, POPMART lets the fandom do the heavy lifting. User-generated content becomes free advertising, and cleverly seeded posts, well, it turns into viral moments. The social media strategy, it doesn't just build hype, it turns fans into dedicated brand ambassadors, securing POPMART's place as a must-have for Gen Z. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. How massive is POPMART's success? In 2024, POPMART pulled in over $1.9 billion in revenue, and their net income hit $144 million. For an e-commerce brand competing in a crowded market, these profits, they're on another level. Globally, they now have over 800 physical stores, expanding their retail presence faster than anyone could have imagined. So, what's the secret sauce behind these insane numbers? First up, the blind box model keeps customers coming back, boosting both purchase frequency and margins. Then there's the cult following around their characters' IPs, which keeps collectors hooked. By controlling manufacturing, POPMART keeps costs low and efficiency high. Put together, it's an economic flywheel, with more fans, more profit, and more innovation. POPMART doesn't just participate in the collecting game, they own it with a strategy as brilliant as their character designs. So, how did a small shop in Beijing grow into a billion-dollar brand? POPMART didn't just tap into the art of collecting, they transformed it through unique characters, the joy of blind boxes, and some of the savviest social marketing out there. POPMART captured the imaginations of fans all over the world. POPMART made collecting a mix of retail therapy, artistic expression, and community. Their characters have moved beyond shelves and are now stepping into entertainment and gaming, with new franchises expanding their universe even further. What's your favorite POPMART character? Or do you have your own collector's story? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back with more stories of brands that are changing the way we experience art, connection, and culture. Join us on this journey to explore the world's most innovative brands and the stories that make them unforgettable. So, what can we learn from POPMART's rise? Sometimes the biggest brands come from the smallest ideas. POPMART's journey shows that with creativity, smart marketing, and a bit of mystery, you can turn a simple collectible into a cultural phenomenon.